So just releasing your whole body onto the mat. This next hour is yours. So just enjoying your time on the mat, being present on the mat, and as well just making the practice your own, having a bit of fun with it as well. So you can begin to notice your breath. Taking nice deep inhales and exhales through the nose. So can you lengthen your inhale, deepen your exhale, and really noticing the movement of your abdomen as you inhale, feeling your belly fill up like a balloon, and on an exhale, feeling your belly come right back down to your spine. So in your own time, you can begin to wriggle your fingers, wriggle your toes, bringing awareness back into the body. You can gently bend the knees and turn over to the right side of the mat using your hands as a pillow. And just taking a few moments here to thank yourselves and thank your body for coming onto the mat tonight. And again, in your own time, propping yourself back up onto the mat in a cross-legged pose, Sukhasana. Your back is nice and straight. You can keep the eyes closed here if you like. Bringing your hands to your heart in prayer. We're just going to start the class by raising some positive vibrations, chanting our 3 Amens. So we'll take a nice deep inhale and then we'll chant on an exhale. So we'll inhale. Ah. Ah. Taking a few moments here, feeling those vibrations, that energy flowing through the body. And in your own time, you can gently release your hands. You can rest them on your knees or wherever they feel comfortable. So we're going to begin with a pranayama breath, connecting the mind, the breath, the body. So we're going to practice Kapalabhati tonight. So it basically means shining of the skull. So this is a very powerful pranayama. So if you find yourself getting lightheaded throughout this pranayama, you can take a break. You can lie down, pop into child's pose, just listening to your body. You might feel a bit faint. You can just stop. So here, we're going to be sitting up nice and straight. Shoulders are back and away from the ears. You're going to take a nice deep inhale, filling up the belly, feeling the chest expand. And then we're going to exhale forcefully. So here it's going to be, the abdomen is going to be moving. So if you'd like to put a hand by your belly here, just feeling the movement. So it's going to be inhaling passively and exhaling forcefully. So it's going to sound a little bit like this. So it's through the nose, inhaling passively and exhaling forcefully. So we're going to do 3 rounds of these. So we'll start with 20, and as I said, if you feel like it's a bit too much, just take a break. Practice on your natural breath or your yogic breath. So getting ready, inhaling, filling up the belly. And take a break. So just taking a few breaths here in between. Just noticing how your body feels a bit different. This is a really good energizing pranayama. It's really good for eliminating any toxins in the body. And just for focusing the mind as well. Even for your complexion, this is a very good pranayama. Basically, translated, it means shining skull. So we'll just get ready for the second round. We'll aim for 30 here now. So getting ready, inhale. And take a break. Again, just noticing how the body might feel a bit different here. You might feel a bit of a head buzz here. Just taking it all in. Getting ready for our third and final round. We'll aim for 30 here again. Inhale. And release. Well done. You can keep the eyes closed, just feeling that energy flowing through. Getting ready for our meditation. So if you need to stretch out the legs here, stretch out the legs. If you need to rotate the head around, just listening to your body before we come into complete stillness in our meditation, our mindfulness. So tonight we're going to practice our meditation using Kali Mudra. So it's one of the Hatha mudras. Hatha mudra is Sanskrit and basically means hand gesture in English. So this is named after the goddess Kali, a powerful warrior. So just really feel your inner goddess coming out here. Your hands are going to be like so. So your fingers, your two index fingers are pointing up like a sword. So this is the sword of Kali. And our left thumb is going to be coming over our right thumb. So that's just the female energy. It's thought to say that the left side of the body is where the female energy is at. So your hands are going to look like this. So your sword is pointing up to the sky, you're interlacing your fingers, and you're crossing your left thumb over your right. Your back is nice and straight. The crown of the head is pointing up to the sky. Or if it feels a bit more natural to gently bow the head, do. Just making the practice your own as well. Just feeling and moving in whatever way feels good and natural for you. So you can keep the eyes closed here. So this is a powerful mudra. It promotes courage, builds strength, and it empowers us to stand in our own truth. So using your yogic breath, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. So we're using this mudra to lift the veil of negative illusions we have about ourselves and build our inner strength. We're going to tap into these stories that we tell ourselves, this inner dialogue. Negativity that cover up our true strength and inner greatness. Illusions of negative thoughts, illusions of self-doubt, illusions of fear, this sword is slaying all those illusions. As these veils lift, we peel back the layers and we uncover who We really are at the core. This is where our true self resides. Our raw, primal force of nature and strength resides here. So this strength may feel quite apparent. It may feel easy to connect with. We might feel that inner strength may feel quite small right now, like a little seed. Just remember, no matter what the size is, it's there. So as our heart lies in our chest, our inner strength is at our core. So taking a nice cleansing breath here. Inhale to build your inner strength. Like stoking the flames of a fire. Feel that inner strength burning. Let the warm, fiery energy move from your core and begin to spread around the whole body. Drawing courage to the heart, wisdom to the mind, and strength to stand in your own truth. Feel yourself shine in your own magnificence. Spending the next few moments in silence, taking deep cleansing breaths. So in your own time, you can release the mudra and slowly begin to blink the eyes open. Stretching the arms overhead, keeping your fingers interlocked. Inhale, lifting up the torso, lifting up the rib cage, and just flowing from side to side, feeling a nice stretch on your right and left side body. From here, slowly releasing the arms, bringing your hands to your shoulders and making big circles with your elbows. So a nice rotation here on your shoulders. And moving with the breath. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. One more time. Inhale up and exhale down. And then we'll begin on the other direction. So pointing your elbows all the way up in front, back and behind. Noticing here as well how the body might feel a bit different. So when you first came onto the mat, you might be feeling a bit energized already. One more time and release. From here, we'll just bring the left hand to the mat, stretching the right side body, bringing the right arm parallel to the right ear, and then flowing over to the right, bringing the left hand parallel to your left ear. And then back to center. From here, we're going to come into Baddha Konasana or butterfly pose. So again, listening to your body. If you need to release the legs, give them a little bit of a massage. You might be feeling it on the knees here. And when you feel like that's all good, just coming back and making a diamond shape with your legs. So your feet are a little bit in front. So there's a bit of space in between your hips and your heels. So from here, inhale, and then exhale, come down, moving from the hips, and just grabbing your feet with your hands, and just playing around with pose here. Each exhale, coming down a little bit more. Again, you're moving from your hips here, so trying to keep a straight back, and you're keeping your heart open. We'll stay here for another 5 more breaths. When you're ready, slowly coming back up, keeping your legs touching, so your feet are still kissing. And from here, bringing your heels and your feet closer to your hips. So there's a small space here now. So from here, bringing your hands behind your back. Nice straight back here. Opening up the chest, opening up the shoulders, and see, can you push your hips a bit closer to your feet? Just notice how that feels. You might not be able to get any further up, and that's okay. And from here, just playing around, having a little flutter. So this is a really good hip opener. From here, grabbing your feet with your hands, opening up the chest. See, can you come even closer to the feet? Just playing around, see what feels good for you. And we're just going to stay here and for 5 more breaths. From here, gently bring your knees back in together, flick them behind, Coming into a child's pose. So your knees are about the same distance as the mat. You're kissing your toes in together and you're resting your bum on your heels. So here, your hands are flat on the mat in front, and we're going to inhale, bringing our whole body over to, so our whole upper body, should I say, so our torso and our shoulders up to the right, coming all the way up in front. So when we're here, we're stretching our abdomen here, nice stretch, and exhaling over to the left. So you're basically making a big body circle with your torso. All the way up and exhale down. So moving with your own breath, nice mindful movements. Inhale up and exhale down. One more time on this side. Inhale up and exhale down. Getting ready for the other side now. So just taking a few breaths before we begin. On your next inhale, coming over to the left, all the way up, and exhale down. Inhale up. You might hear some creaking here from my side. You might feel it on the knees, and the hips. Good WD-40 for the bones and the muscles, all the way back down again into your child's pose. So just take a few breaths here. And when you're ready, we'll come up into a tabletop. So watching your alignment, your fingers are out nice and wide. Your wrists are parallel to your shoulders, knees are parallel to the hips. And just coming into cat-cow. So you know what to do here now. On an inhale, you're dipping the spine, opening up the chest. Exhale, rounding the spine, bringing your chin to chest. And again, making the practice your own. See, if you like to move the hips, maybe look over the right shoulder, bringing your hips over to the left, looking over to your left shoulder, and just alternating from side to side. Maybe making circles with the hips, just making the practice your own. Don't be afraid to get groovy, nobody's looking. This is your time to get all weird. So maybe using that circular motion with the upper body. Feeling a nice rotation in the wrists as well. Beautiful. And from here, we're going to curl the toes under. We're going to get ready for our first downward facing dog. So on your next inhale, lifting up the hips, nice and high. And the aim of the game is to have the heels touching the mat, but you might not get here today. So if you need to bend the knees. Bend the knees, the hips are up nice and high. Hands are flat on the mat, fingers are out nice and wide. You shouldn't be feeling all the pressure going to your wrists here. It's spread out evenly throughout the hands. And again, just playing around. Pedaling the knees. If you need to move the hips, move the hips. And when you feel like you found yourself in the pose, just come into complete stillness. So the hips are up nice and high. Nice stretch. The backs of the legs, the hamstrings. And from here, slowly begin to walk the hands back to meet your feet. And when you get to the back here, keep your knees bent, catch your elbows with your hands and just gently rock right, back to center, left, back to center, getting a bit bouncy, releasing your head. So your head is loose, almost like a rag doll here. You need to let out a sigh, let out a sigh. And then from here, we're going to slowly begin to walk back up to the top of the mat. And from here, we're in a plank pose. And we're just going to tap in to that core, that inner strength, tapping into our goddess warrior. We're going to bring our left hand to our right shoulder, right hand to left. Left, right hand to left, left hand to right. So you bring your right hand to your left shoulder, left hand to right shoulder. Feeling that fire in the core. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gorgeous. You can bend the knees here. Sit down on your ankles and just send a bit of love into your wrists. From here, we're going to come back into a tabletop. Curl the toes under and work our way back to downward facing dog. From here, we're going to slowly walk the feet all the way up to the top of the mat. Staying here in a forward fold, this time keeping your legs nice and straight, so you're feeling a nice stretch on the backs of the hamstrings here. And just getting a bit bouncy here as well, moving from the hips with each exhale, coming a little bit more down. And then when you're ready, we're going to slowly begin to come up. Vertebrae by vertebrae, nice and slowly. Until you're all the way up the top of the mat. So here we're going to get ready for Surya Namaskar, or sun salutation. So looking at your feet, they're nice and grounded down onto the mat. Legs are nice and straight, tucking your bum in. Shoulders are back and away from your ears. Inhale, fill the belly up to there. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, hands up overhead, looking up. Exhale, slowly moving from the hips, coming all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, looking up. Hands on the shins. Exhale down. Inhale, bringing the right leg back. Exhale, left leg back. Nice strong plank pose. Inhale. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to the mat. Inhale, looking up, shoulders back and away from the ears. No pressure on the hands here. Exhale, down. Inhale, downward facing dog. Staying here for a few breaths. On your next inhale, bringing your right leg forward. Exhale, left leg forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, bring the hands up. And exhale, hands to heart. Gorgeous. I will do it on the other side. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, hands up overhead, looking up. Exhale, slowly coming down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, left leg back this time. Exhale, right leg back. Inhale. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to the mat. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, down. Inhale, downward facing dog. Staying here for a few breaths. If you need to let out a sigh, let out a sigh. On your next inhale, left leg up to the top of the mat. Right leg up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, hands up overhead. And exhale, hands to heart. Maybe take a moment here to notice your heartbeat. Notice the movement of your belly. So you can place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. So when you're ready, you can release the arms, getting ready for another round with some variations. So again, remember that inner warrior, that inner goddess. Watching your alignment. If you need to make any adjustments too. Shoulders are back and away from the ears. Inhale, filling the belly up there. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, hands up overhead, looking up. Exhale, slowly coming down. Inhale, halfway lift, looking up. Exhale, down. Inhale, bringing your right leg back, coming into a warrior pose. So we're coming into warrior one here. So here, your left leg is at a 90-degree angle. Your right leg is straight behind, but your back foot is at a slight angle. Your left toe is pointing straight to the top of the mat, and your hips are square in front of the mat. So you're not feeling all the pressure coming to the front leg or the back leg. It's spread out evenly throughout both legs. So again, just don't be afraid to have a look, see if everything's in the right place. All feels good. You can begin to bring the arms up overhead, and you can come into that Kali Mudra like we practiced at the start. So bringing your sword up to the sky, interlocking your fingers, having your two index fingers pointing up like a sword, your left thumb over your right. Tapping into your inner goddess. See, can you close the eyes here? Just have a play around, notice how that feels. Feeling that strength from the core. We'll stay here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, we're going to transition into warrior 2. So you're just going to keep your left leg as it is. You're going to bring your right toe to the side of your mat. Your hips are tucked in, or your bum, should I say even? So as if you're squeezed in between two walls. You're going to bring your hands up to the same height as your shoulders. You're looking through your left fingers. Again, tapping into that inner warrior, that inner goddess, helping you through your practice. Staying here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, we're going to come into a side angle pose. So if you have a book here to help you, you can use a book. You might feel okay without the book. Just see how you feel. So you're going to bring your left elbow to your left knee. And you're going to bring your right hand up overhead. So if somebody had a ruler to your heel and the tip of your finger, it will be like a straight line. So extended side angle pose. If you want to go a little bit deeper here, you can bring the hand down to your foot. So here, if you have the book or a block to help you, so have a play around. Staying here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing the palms to the mat, curling your back toe in, bringing your right hand parallel to your left foot. Going to come into a twist. So bringing your left hand up to the sky, looking up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing your palms back to the mat, kicking your left leg back to meet the right. Nice strong plank pose. Inhale, exhale, knees, chest, chin to the mat. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, down. Inhale, downward facing dog. Staying here for a few moments. From here, bringing your right leg forward, left leg forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, hands up overhead. And exhale, hands to heart. Just taking a few moments here before we start our warrior poses on the other side. So again, here you can pop one hand on your heart, One hand on your belly, just really noticing and listening to your body. So getting ready, releasing the arms, shoulders back and away from the ears, bum is tucked in, engaging the glutes, the legs. Inhale, exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, hands up overhead. Exhale, slowly coming down. Inhale, halfway lift, shoulders back and away from the ears. Exhale down. This time bringing your right leg back and your left leg is at a 90-degree angle. So again, don't be afraid to play around. See if everything's in the right place. So your ankles or your heels are about parallel. Your hips are square in front. Your toe is facing the front of the mat, and your back leg is at a slight angle. So when you found your warrior one, bringing your arms up overhead, bringing your hands into Kali Mudra, fingers interlocked, your two index fingers pointing up to the sky like a sword. Beautiful. Staying here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. We're going to get ready for warrior 2. So keeping your right leg as it is, pointing your back foot to the side of the mat this time. Your front foot is just going to be in the same position. And like you're tucked in between two walls, bringing your arms up overhead, looking through your right fingers this time. Nice strong warrior 2. Tapping into that inner Kali, that inner goddess energy. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Getting ready for our side angle pose. So if you need to grab a block here or a book, or you can just bring your right elbow to your right knee. Bringing the arm up. Feeling a gorgeous stretch here on the left side body. This is a good pose to strengthen the knees, the ankles, the calves. So just have a play around. See, can you bring your hand to the mat inside of your right foot? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Very good. From here, you're going to bring your palms back onto the mat. We're going to get ready for a twist. So keeping your left hand parallel to your right foot and bringing your right hand up to the sky. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Kicking your left leg, bringing your right leg back to meet your left. Nice strong plank pose. Inhale, exhale. If chaturanga is in your practice here, you can practice chaturanga, or you can bring your knees, chest, chin to the mat. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, downward facing dog. staying here for a couple of breaths. On your next inhale, bringing your left leg forward, right leg forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale down. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Well done. Just taking a few cleansing breaths here. We can begin to make our way. Oh, not quite yet. I think we have time for one more pose. So here, we're going to get ready for goddess pose. So your legs are about 4 feet spread out, let's say. Or another good way to measure is bringing your hands out, and your ankles are just going to be a bit below your wrists. So your toes are pointing to the right side and the left, the right corner, should I say, and the left corner of the mat. So you're about here. So taking a nice deep inhale, and then on an exhale, we're going to be bending the knees. Your pelvic is going to be tucked in. So again, like you're sliding down a wall. So you should be able to see your toes as you come down. So just having a play around, see how that feels. Shoulders are back and away from the ears, opening up the chest, opening up the heart. You might just get here today, you might just get here. Beautiful, fab. Just enjoy it. And from here, you can bring your hands to either side with your elbows bent. Or you can have a play around with your Kali Mudra, that inner warrior, just using that sword to get rid of all those negative illusions. If you want to go even deeper or explore even a bit more, you can close the eyes here. And wherever you are, we're just going to take 5 breaths. Slowly releasing the arms, you can bring them to the hips and make our way back up. Beautiful. We're going to get ready for one more round. So just having a look, everything is where it's supposed to be. Toes are pointing out to either corners of the mat. Inhale and exhale, coming down like you're sliding down a wall. Beautiful. Yeah, that looks great. Strong warrior goddesses. I love it. So have a play around with the hands. If they feel mighty here, leave them here. If you'd like to bring them to your heart in your Kali Mudra, that sword, do whatever feels good for you. And staying here for another 5, 4, might feel a bit of a shake, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Coming back up. And you can begin to crisscross your feet back in together. Well done. And just moving the hips, moving the legs, moving whatever way feels good for you. And from here, actually before we go down to the mat, just shaking it all off. Ooh. And then just coming down onto your mat. So here, we're going to come into a lying butterfly pose. So your feet are kissing, you're making like a diamond shape with the legs again. So your knees are coming out to the side. You can bring your hands to the legs, or you can just bring them out to the side of your body with your palms facing up to the sky. Just taking a few breaths here. You can walk the feet up a little bit more if you like. Don't be afraid to explore. And from here, you can gently, with your hands, bring your knees back in together. Bring your knees into the chest. You can hug your legs here and just rocking from side to side, sending some love into your back. You can come into a laughing baby here if you like. So just catching your feet with your hands. So just catching the insides of your feet and just don't be afraid to go hell for leather here. Just rocking forwards and backwards. If you come off the mat, that's all good. Rocking from side to side, just tapping into that inner warrior baby, that baby warrior. So you can even close the eyes and just visualize what that might look like too. And then from here, wherever you might be, just come back to the mat. Bring your knees back in together and bring your feet down onto the mat. You can keep your knees bent here and just touching your heels with your fingertips. We're going to come into a moving bridge. So on an inhale, we're going to lift. So our knees, our legs are about a fist width distance apart. On an inhale, we're going to lift up our hips. Exhale, come down. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, down. Inhale, lifting the hips up a little bit higher. Exhale, down. Inhale, lifting them up a little bit higher, feeling it in the glutes, the fronts of the thighs, bringing your chest closer to the chin, and exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Do this for another 5 breaths. And exhale down. Beautiful. From here, bringing the knees back into the chest, bringing your arms out into a T. Inhale, knees to chest. Exhale, knees over to the right. And you're going to look over to the left. Inhale, bringing your knees back to center. Exhale, bringing your knees over to the left. Looking over to the right. One last bit of medicine for the spine. Inhale back to center. And exhale, release. Release your whole body onto the mat, getting ready for your final Shavasana. So if you need to use, or if you'd like to, use your blanket or some cozy socks, a cozy jumper or a hoodie, just getting yourself nice and cozy in your final Shavasana. If you're all good as you are, that's perfect. And before we get too cozy, we're going to clench the toes, the feet, all the muscles in the legs, your glutes, making your hands into a fist, engaging all the muscles in your arms, your chest, your face, making an ugly face. Your whole body is tense, tense, tense. And release. Releasing your whole body onto the mat. Well done. Feeling your whole body melt down onto the mat. your own time, you can begin to wriggle your fingers, wriggle your toes, bringing awareness back into the body. Gently bend the knees and turn over to the right side of your mat, using your hands as a pillow. Soaking in your practice. Noticing how your body, your whole energy might feel a bit different to when you first came onto the mat. And in your own time, you can gently prop yourself back up into Sukhasana pose, cross-legged pose. You can keep the eyes closed here, shoulders are back and away from your ears. Bringing your hands to your heart in prayer. Just using this moment here to set an intention, if you like. Be anything, big or small. The rest of the evening or rest of your week. I will think of intention. Inhale, hold, and exhale that intention out into the universe. From here, we're going to close the practice again by chanting with some positive vibrations, chanting our 3 albums. So we'll take a nice deep inhale, and on an exhale, we'll chant. Inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. From here, you can gently bow the head, creating some peace with the palms of your hands. Bring the palms over the eyes. Begin to blink. The eyes open. And creating some heat with the palms of your hands and just thanking your whole body. Thank you, head. Thank you, face. Thank you, neck, your shoulders, your arms. Your heart, your chest. Just thanking your whole body. Thank you, legs. Thank you, feet. If you'd like to thank Mother Nature, thank you, Mother Nature. Thank you guys for practicing with me tonight. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me tonight. I hope you tapped into your inner goddess and hopefully she stays with you.
Thanks, Hannah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Really lovely.
Thanks, Grace.
Love-
Thanks, Claire.
Lovely class. Thanks,
Thanks,
Hannah.
Claire.
Bye. Have a good evening.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your week. Bye. Thanks, Josephine.
Thank you.
Thank you.